Overcoming Barriers, a gentle and motivational guide to learning English. Part 1. There is something beautiful about the moment a person decides to learn English. Maybe it's a student hoping for a better future, a young adult wanting to travel the world, or simply someone who dreams of watching a movie without subtitles. But right alongside that dream, there often lies a familiar fear, the fear of speaking, the fear of making mistakes, the fear of being laughed at. If you've ever sat quietly in class, even though you knew the answer in English, if you've ever tried to say something and then stopped halfway because your tongue felt twisted, if you've ever thought, I'll never be good at English like others ... then this message is for you. Because you are not alone. And more importantly, you are not incapable. The fear is normal, and it's not your enemy. You might think you're the only one who's afraid of speaking English, but in truth, even native speakers once struggled to speak their own language. Every baby, no matter where they're born, starts by babbling nonsense. And every language learner, no matter how smart or not smart they think they are, starts by making mistakes. Fear is a part of learning. It shows that you care. You want to do well. You want to be understood. And that's a beautiful thing. But if you let fear decide for you, you'll stay quiet forever. And the only thing worse than saying something wrong is never saying anything at all. Mistakes. Everyone makes them. The ones who improve are the ones who dare to make mistakes and learn from them. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to begin. One of the biggest lies we often believe is this: I need to be good before I can speak. But that's like saying I need to be strong before I can start going to the gym. It doesn't work that way. You don't become confident and then speak. You speak, and that's how you become confident. No one laughs at a baby learning to walk. When they fall, we cheer them on. Why should it be any different when you're learning to speak? If someone laughs at your English, that says more about them than about you. Because it takes courage to speak. It takes strength to show up and try. You're doing something brave, and that's already a win. Part 2. No practice, no progress, and that's okay. You've probably heard this before, practice makes perfect. But let's be honest, perfection is not the goal. Progress is. You don't need to speak English like a native. You only need to speak better than yesterday. And to get there, you have to practice, not just once, but again and again, even when it feels awkward, even when you're tired, even when your words don't come out right. Think about it. When you first learned to ride a bicycle, you fell. You got bruises. Maybe you even cried. But then you got back on, again and again, until one day you were flying down the street with the wind in your hair and the fear was gone. Learning English is the same. You speak, you stumble, you learn, and then you speak better. But if you don't practice, if you keep waiting for the perfect moment, or enough courage, or flawless grammar, that moment may never come. The only way forward is through action, however small it may be. Your mouth needs training, not just your mind. A lot of people think learning English means studying grammar and vocabulary. And while those are important, they're not enough, because knowing a word and saying it out loud are two very different things. Your brain might know what you want to say, but your mouth also needs training. Just like muscles, your mouth has too. Get used to new sounds, new rhythms, new ways of moving. That's why speaking out loud, even to yourself, is one of the most powerful ways to improve. Talk to yourself in the mirror. Describe what you're doing in English while cooking. Repeat sentences from movies. Read English text out loud. You don't need a classroom. You just need your voice and your willingness to try. Make English part of your everyday life. Don't treat English as a subject you only study when you have time. Make it part of your daily routine. A little bit every day is far more powerful than a lot once in a while. Change your phone's language to English. Watch short YouTube clips with English subtitles. Follow English-speaking creators on social media. Read one English sentence out loud before bed. Even just 5 minutes a day can change your life if you stay consistent. Celebrate small wins. They're big wins in disguise. Did you speak a full sentence without stopping? Amazing. Did you finally understand a word from a song? Beautiful. Did you try to talk to a tourist even if it wasn't perfect. That's a win. Celebrate these moments. Write them down. Tell a friend. Reward yourself, because every small step you take is proof that you're moving forward, and that's worth more than any perfect grammar score. The magic happens when you keep going. There will be days when you feel tired. There will be days when you feel like you're not improving. There will be days when you want to give up. But if you can hold on even just a little longer, you'll start to notice the change. A word you used to forget becomes natural. A sentence you once feared becomes easy. A dream that felt so far away feels within reach. The magic doesn't happen overnight. It happens slowly but surely when you refuse to stop. Part 3. Consistency beats intensity. Let's be honest, we all have moments when we feel fired up. Maybe you watched an inspiring English speech or saw a friend improve fast, and suddenly you're ready to study 5 hours a day. That's great for a day or two, but then comes real life, school, work, stress, tiredness, and that fire, it fades. That's why consistency beats intensity every time. You don't need to study for hours. You just need to show up every day, even if it's only for 10 minutes. It's not about doing more. It's about doing a little bit, but doing it often. A cup of water every day is better than a bucket once a month. Build a habit, not just a mood. Don't wait until you feel motivated. Motivation comes and goes, like the weather, but habits stay. When something becomes a habit, you don't have to think about it. You just do it. So start small. Set a goal so easy you can't say no to it. For example, I'll listen to one English song every morning. I'll write one sentence in English each day. I'll speak to myself in English for 30 seconds. It sounds simple, maybe even silly, but small actions build momentum, and momentum turns into results. It's better to do tiny things consistently than to do something big once and disappear for weeks. Turn English into something you love. Let's be real. Learning a language can be boring if you only use textbooks and grammar rules. But English isn't just a subject, it's a whole world. And that world becomes fun when you make it part of things you love. Love music. Translate your favorite lyrics. Like cooking. Watch recipes in English. Into gaming. Play with English-speaking players. Enjoy TikTok. Follow creators who speak English. Learning doesn't have to be serious all the time. Sometimes, the best way to improve is by simply playing with the language. Laughing, enjoying, and letting it become a natural part of your world. Speak, even if you're afraid, especially then. Here's the truth. You can't think your way to fluency. You have to speak, even if you feel embarrassed, even if you're scared. The fear doesn't go away by hiding. It goes away by doing the thing you fear again and again until it becomes normal. Speak to a friend. Speak to yourself. Speak to a stranger. Use voice chat. Record yourself. Say one sentence, then 2, then 5. You don't have to be fluent. You just have to be brave for a few seconds at a time. Remember, every confident speaker you see was once a nervous beginner who spoke anyway. You deserve to be heard even if your English isn't perfect. So many learners stay silent because they feel their English isn't good enough. But let me ask you this. Does your voice matter less because of your grammar? Does your story become less valuable if you say it with an accent? Of course not. Your ideas matter. Your voice matters. Your dreams matter. You don't need permission to speak, and you don't need perfection to be worth listening to. Speak with mistakes. Speak with pauses. Speak with heart. That's more than enough. Part 4. Your accent is not a mistake, it's a story. Many learners feel embarrassed about their accent. They try to hide it, erase it, or feel like they'll never sound good enough. But let's pause for a moment. Your accent is not something to be ashamed of. It tells the story of where you're from, the sounds of your hometown, the rhythm of your first language. It's your identity, and it's beautiful. You don't need to sound like an American or British speaker to be respected. You just need to speak with clarity, confidence, and kindness. Communication is not about perfection, it's about connection. The world doesn't need more people who sound the same. The world needs more people who dare to speak in their own voice. Don't compare your journey to someone else's. Maybe you know someone who speaks English fluently and you feel behind. Maybe you see videos of kids speaking perfect English and wonder, why can't I be like that? Stop right there. Comparison is a trap. It steals your joy, your energy, your progress. You're not on their path. You're on your path. Some people start young. Some people study abroad. Some people have more free time. But that doesn't make you any less capable. You're doing your best with what you have, and that's more than enough. You are not too slow. You are not too late. You are right on time for your own story. The voice that tells you to quit is lying. There will be days when that little voice in your head whispers, "You'll never be good at this. Why are you even trying? You're just wasting your time." That voice is not your truth. It's your fear. It's your doubt. And it's wrong. You've already come so far. Even just reading this now means you haven't given up. You still care. You still want to grow. That's strength. That's courage. So when that voice shows up again, don't fight it. Just smile and say, "Thanks for your opinion, but I'm going to keep going anyway." Because you have something stronger than fear, hope. You're not alone, and you're not the only one struggling. Sometimes learning English feels lonely, like everyone else is doing better, and you're the only one stuck. But that's just an illusion. Millions of people around the world are learning English right now. They're struggling too. They're nervous too. And just like you, they're doing it anyway. You are not alone. You are part of a massive global community. We're all walking this road together, one step, one word, one conversation at a time. So don't isolate yourself. Find others who are learning. Talk. Share. Make mistakes together. It's so much easier when you walk the path with someone beside you. Part 5. The why that keeps you going. Learning English isn't just about passing a test or getting a certificate. It's about something much deeper. It's about the opportunities that open when you speak a new language. It's about being able to connect with people from all over the world. Watch your favorite movies without subtitles. Travel and feel confident in any country. Study or work abroad. Read books and articles that inspire you. Speak up and share your story without fear. What's your why? Is it your family, your future, your dreams, your freedom? Hold on to that. Write it down. Say it out loud, because on the days when you feel tired or frustrated, your why will be the reason you keep going. One word can change a life, maybe even yours. Never underestimate the power of a single word. A simple hello can start a friendship. A kind sentence can make someone's day. A confident answer in English can open a door you never thought possible. The words you're learning are not just vocabulary. They're tools, keys, bridges. They are the beginning of stories you haven't lived yet. And maybe, one day, the English you're struggling to speak now will become the very thing that changes your life or someone else's. You're becoming someone stronger. This journey is shaping you. It's not just about learning grammar or pronunciation. It's about learning resilience, about showing up when things are hard, about trusting yourself when you're unsure, about daring to be seen, even when you feel imperfect. Every time you open your mouth and try, you're building strength not just in English, but in yourself. So don't just be proud of your progress in language. Be proud of the person you're becoming. If you don't quit, you win. Let this be your final reminder. You don't have to be the fastest. You don't have to be the best. You just have to keep going. There's no deadline, no finish line. Fluency isn't a destination, it's a journey. And every step you take, no matter how small, is a step forward. You win simply by not giving up. A message from one learner to another. If I could sit beside you right now, I'd look you in the eyes and say this: you're doing great. Even if no one has told you lately, even if you don't feel like it, even if your progress feels slow, you're doing great. The fact that you're still here, still trying, still hoping is proof that you are strong. So please, don't give up. The world needs your voice, and English is just one more way for you to share it. If you've made it this far, then you already hold something powerful inside you, the determination to grow. You've read through stories of fear, doubt, progress, joy, failure, and victory. Maybe some parts felt like your story. Maybe you saw yourself in the struggles. Maybe you were reminded of how far you've come and how far you still want to go. Whatever your level, whatever your speed, remember this. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are becoming. Every wrong word is a lesson. Every pause is a chance to breathe. Every attempt is a seed, and you are planting a whole garden of possibility. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay to be imperfect. But it's not okay to give up on yourself. Not now. Not ever. Because the person you're becoming, the one who dares to speak, to learn, to dream in a new language, is someone the world needs. So keep going. Keep trying. Keep speaking. And one day, without even realizing it, you'll look back and smile. Because the mountain that once felt impossible will now be beneath your feet. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep walking. The world is waiting, and English is just one more way for you to shine.